Hey, what's up, folks? Jayborino here. This is Marauders. Teach Me How to Jerk, Mission 16. What a wonderful pop culture reference to a song released, I don't know, 7 years ago? Let's get going. So you wish to learn the ways of Jerkase, do you? I'll allow it. You amuse me. I'm thinking we're getting to play as Protoss here. Pay attention. I do not repeat myself. My armada consists of several legions, the most powerful being my personal guard, followed by the red zones and electrotherapists. Unlike some other worthless hierarchs, I deploy all of my forces. Legacy of the Void commentary. Alrighty. This is my Enforcer. It is the cornerstone of the armada. It creates probes and stores the minerals gathered by them. Losing the Enforcer ultimately results in failure, and I do not accept failure. Well, Jerkase, you failed a lot recently, so here's some minerals. Create probes and fully explore what structures they can warp in. Alright, well, let's do that. Let's just queue up a bunch of probes. What can this thing do? Slam the ground, dealing damage and knocking back nearby enemy units. I kind of like, very similar to the Brood of Bane, the Town Hall, or your like semi-Town Hall, has a defensive ability, which is nice. And then also relocation. Move to the target location over 3 seconds, ignoring all obstacles. So like our Town Hall could just like blink around, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna get crazy, and I'm gonna lay down assimilators on all of these because gas has been a consistent problem in the past several missions with this new resource gathering. So let's do this and this. And then get mining. And let's see how many minerals this actually returns here. So it's still, it's 5 like normal. Interesting. Okay. Well, I suppose we can move this guy. I just want to build some more probes, and then I'll just go ahead and move him back a little bit so he's a little closer to the mineral fields that we're mining from. What do we have to do here? Let's build some pylons. He basically told us, build some pylons, build some buildings, see what you can do. It's pretty neat. I like this this techno music happening in the background. And yeah, that's going to give us a ton of gas. We want to stockpile this. The map is very small, which to me means it's almost definitely going to become larger, which means we have some time still. So how come I can only rally? I'm thinking we can only set our rally point once we're building probes. So like this, now we can change our rally point. So it can't move when it's building probes. Relocation, I can only assume, yeah, only works. It works the same way, where it only, you can only relocate. You can probably only relocate when it's not building probes. That's fine. Enables warping of Protoss ground units. So let's just build a gateway, and let's build a forge to see if, well, we can't afford it right now. We just need a lot more probes, so let's just build a bunch. This will be fine. Again, I'm probably going to move him back a little more in towards the middle just to make this a little better. I'm just going to cancel all these. I like how it's a Jerkase probe. Jerkface probe. He will forever be Jerkface, okay? So this is interesting. With the new mineral gathering, except now we still have a town hall. I mean, we're gathering basically as if this was the old way. It's just laid out a little differently, so it's interesting. All right, so we're just waiting for money. Let's go ahead and get a forge as well, because I want to see what we can do with that. Get another pylon. Okay, what can we make? Zealot, Sentry, Adept is normal, Supreme Templar, Sonic Storm, and Phase Shift. Seems pretty good. Oh, the Vindicators. Those are those Zealots with guns. I like those too. All combat units aside from Zealots must have their warp and signature aligned for each battle. What does that mean? The Forge aligns warp gate units. The Cybernetics Core aligns robotics facilities and Stargate units. Okay, so that just basically says, take into consideration what enemy you are fighting. Do not blindly enable every unit like the fool you are. Each alignment takes time. Do not waste it. Oh. Okay, so we can only enable the creation of one thing at a time. I see. Okay, that's quite interesting. Let's get some more warp gates. And more pylons, and then I'll also get a cybernetics core and another pylon down here so we can get a Robo Bay and a Stargate. So the idea is we can only build one type of unit out of a gateway, one type of unit out of a Robo Facility, and one type of unit out of a Stargate. Your enemy is the Zerg. Destroy them all. I will be waiting. So what do we want to enable is the question. Use their Armada and destroy the Zerg Hive. Okay. So Vindicators just seem so cool. I want to try them. Archons seem good, and I have a ton of gas. So let's do that. Oh. Okay, so it takes 60 seconds if we want to change the alignment here. So we have to do like Zealot Archon. That's probably great for Zerg. So we can make Immortals and, well, Shock Troopers, Carriers, Scouts, and Frigates. I have no idea what those frigates are. I'm going to go ahead and enable Shock Troopers because they're awesome. Get a few Zealots. And we're going to need more Warp Gates as well. I'm just going to queue up a bunch of probes. Let's keep this gravy train going. Zealots are pretty normal. So we've seen a lot of interesting, unique units implemented. So those Vindicators and Shock Troopers are what I'm particularly interested in seeing. So let's wait for these Archons, and now we can make Archons. The hotkey is N for some reason. That's because T is the Supreme Templar, I suppose. Okay, and there's 0, 0, 0. No upgrades, like, pretty much normal. Whoa, didn't mean it. I didn't want to do that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to check. I'm going to do the Vindicator. I think 3 Archons is good enough for now. And let's just get a bunch more Warp Gates. But then we'll also need Robo Facilities if we want to make those Shock Troopers, which I do. So this is a very interesting mechanic in that you can only build one type of unit at a time, basically. So if I want to make more Archons, this is pretty much my only opportunity to make some more. So we can throw down 2 more with the money that we have before our Forge finishes researching the ability to make Vindicators. So if I'm understanding correctly, again, what this means is once this is done, we won't be able to make Archons. We'll only be able to make Vindicators. That's quite interesting. Though I'm curious to know if I were to build multiple Forges, if that would matter. Is there like a restriction? Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay, no, I can still build Archons. I must have been wrong about that. So it's just we have to research the ability to make all of this stuff. Keep getting probes. Now, we got a ton of gas now. It seems like, you know, some people were saying, oh, you don't get enough gas. I was saying that you don't get enough gas. Maybe giving 6 right at the beginning was overkill. Let's go ahead and get Robo Facility here. And then get more pylons. I kind of want to see what those frigates do as well, unless all they do is just allow you to drop units in or something. But we might as well take some time and build up our army, though I don't know if we're going to be able to transfer these like to the next section. Like the map will open up, and then you'll be able to like take the Archons and, you know, whatever you had built prior to that. So we can make those Vindicators now, and those are pretty cool. We just need a lot more probes, honestly. We're going to run out of money fairly quick. We just need a lot of probes. So, in the Command & Conquer games that this type of resource gathering is based off of, generally you build a building in the middle of these mineral fields or Tiberium fields that would allow the Tiberium to regrow at a faster rate. In this case, it's simply to just harvest gas. So it's a little different. Adepts I don't really care about it, especially if we have Vindicators and Zealots. Supreme Templar, I don't know. I guess we should maybe just focus on building units. Get some Shock Troopers, see what those exactly can do. A lot of money right there. I really want to just get some Vindicators. Just give me some ranged units that can stand in the back. We can't make Stalkers. I feel like Vindicators sort of replace them. Look how cool these things are. Oh, they're awesome looking. Oh, they're awesome looking. Now, I don't know which models Acid Dragoon himself has made, or perhaps he's made none of them. I don't know. Maybe he's made all of them. I know he hasn't made all of them, because I've seen in the forums he's talking about finding certain models that he's really liked. So, I don't want to misspeak, and I just want to make sure that people who make these models get credit that they deserve, because some of these models are the coolest thing ever, are the coolest things ever. So it's important to me that people know that, you know, these were taken from, these assets were, you know, allowed to be used, and then I don't know. They're very, very cool. I really like those Vindicators. We saw them on Stealth Toast map, Ground Zero, too. Oh, they're huge. These things are huge. Oh, my word. Okay, well, that's fine with me. This is good. Immortals I'm not thrilled with. Let's just wait. I kind of want to get whatever these frigates are. I just want to see what they do. So let's get a group of Zealots. We're going to be moving out here pretty soon. We need more pylons if we want to do anything. I mean, this is more of just like a sandboxy, here, learn what you can do with Jerkface's stuff. And it's the same with the Brood of Bane. Like, I'm really grateful we had the opportunity to use the Brood of Bane and do a bunch of stuff. So I wonder if in the future there's going to be more missions where you use these factions, because now that we understand how to use them properly... Powerful capital ship. Okay, 1,500. Okay, well, let's save up our money, because I want to see what that does. It sounds kind of like the Boom Rocker, if you ask me. And it's worth the wait. Can these attack air? They can. Okay, good. So our anti-air with the Archons, we have a couple Vindicators, but either way, I'm going to wait for that... I really want to wait for that frigate just to see what it does. The Enforcer, I guess what I could do just for fun is, like, relocate it into an enemy base, though if we lose it, he said that we lose, like, immediately, so... This is pretty interesting. Okay, he said that he deploys all his forces at once, but the red zones and the electrotherapists are suspiciously missing, which to me probably means we're going to have, like, 3 sections of this map. One where we use this stuff, one where we use red zones, one where we use electrotherapists. So, now start that frigate. Might take a while to make, but again, it's totally worth it if you ask me. We can get some more shock troopers. Nah, well, we need some more pylons. I would have thought Jerkface would have found a way to not have to use pylons. It's interesting how the Town Hall is this Enforcer, which is based off of the Ulnar Guardians, which is where Jerkface, like Jerkface is some powerful ancient apparition, like based off of Xel'Naga in some way. So it's kind of cool that his Town Hall follows that idea. It's pretty neat. Okay, I don't feel like I need these right now, so I'm going to wait. We're going to just make more Vindicators because they're cool. I don't know how fast they shoot. Are these the yeah, they're rapid fire, so I would imagine these are very similar to Spastastics. Void Launcher. Then the Shock Troopers shoot fairly slow, but they do a ton of damage. This is a really interesting composition right here. Frigate is almost done. Just give me a few more Vindicators. Again, I'm not 100% sure... Oh, dear. Well, let's see what that can do. Oh, we can make multiples of those, but... Let's just take this and see what happens. Let's just take this group and see if this works. I'm waiting to see what this frigate can do. Okay, I can see now what that frigate does. Look at those Vindicators. They're awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I love everything about this. I love these custom factions. They are so fun to mess around with. Okay, probably too many Archons in retrospect. Those Vindicators just tearing through stuff. Oh, they're so cool looking. I think their attack animation has changed just slightly. They used to do, I don't know. I think the projectile changed, I should say. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and grab a pylon up here. Just so we can reinforce quickly. And, in fact, just get some more pylons in this general vicinity so we can warp in quickly. And... let's get 1 or 2 more shock troopers. Maybe I'll get another frigate, too. They seem very, very good. So how much health do they... Okay, they also have a lot of health, too. So they're not like carriers, where if carriers are focused down, they can die very quick. Okay, let's get in there. I mean, with the Archons tanking, my other stuff is just going to plow through pretty much everything possible. Okay, of course there's Corruptors that are going to chase around my frigate. Let's just back up a little bit, let my shock troopers and my Vindicators cover me a little bit. Okay, and, you know, we lost most of our Archons, actually, which is sort of surprising. All right, let's back away. Get them, shock troopers. Okay, we took a little health damage. Ultimately not a big deal. Move away from that. Focusing maybe a little too much on keeping that frigate alive, and we lost pretty much everything else. Okay, you just back up, buddy. We got our shock troopers here that are helping us. How did we lose all of that stuff? Holy crap. I mean, all we have to do is destroy this hive, so we're fine. Maybe get like 1 or 2 of these frigates. Wow, that's crazy cool. It's got the photon launchers and the plasma cannon. I mean, a big thing you have to keep in mind is there's no upgrades. So, like, as Protoss, where you think you benefit a ton from upgrades, we have none of those. Anyway, let's just destroy this hive and then move on. I don't want more Vindicators now that all of my other ones have died. Good. You show some form of competence, at least. Thank you, Jerkface. I've been conditioned that he is just Jerkface. Now we move on to the red zones. Yes, hello, welcome to the red zone, maggot. You should know how this works already. Make some probes. All right. Indeed, we know how it works already. We've got Blink. And, yeah, we just gotta wait for probes. The only unfortunate part here is that we have to make probes again. You know, it'd be nice if it started us with a few, but ultimately it's not that big of a deal. We didn't get any of our money transferred over either. Okay. Give me that. And let's see if we get, like, 6 glorious, We do. We get 6 glorious, gas geysers, though I'm assuming... I mean, I'm just assuming that there's 2 more over on the other side, too. I can't be sure. So red zones, I can only assume are based off the Tal'Darim. It's called a Rage Ship. I love it. Okay. And, oh, I love the Tal'Darim. I love the Tal'Darim skinned buildings. They are so cool looking. And the Electrotherapists, I assuming we're going to get all the Purifier skinned buildings as well. This is just excellent. Just so excellent. So we have Thermal Lance on this thing, so we can use this to defend ourselves if necessary. That's, it's comforting to know that if we get attacked, we won't have any problems. But, you know, that's not to say that I don't think anything is going to be attacking us. This just, again, it seems like a sandbox mission where you can just try all this stuff out. So I wonder, just like Brood of Bane, I'm curious to know if maybe with both of those factions now, we're going to have an opportunity with both to have like a challenging macro mission later. Because, I mean, that kind of happened with Marauders. I think the first mission where we had access to a lot of Marauder tech, like base building, I should say, was the Bane mission, which was mission 4. I mean, we were able to build Marauder units on other missions, but I think the first time we were actually base building was the Bane, Essence of Bane, or Bane, I forget what it was called, but it was mission 4 back in the day. I played that, it feels like forever ago. It was probably about a year ago, actually. And let's start getting some pylons here. Is this a ramp? Yeah, so we got to keep everything up here, it seems like. That's fine. Pylon. Let's do another one over here. We're supply blocked. That's fine. We'll just use this as an opportunity to get some extra money. And I just keep changing my rally location for probes so that we don't get too oversaturated on one side. So there's no point in stockpiling money just because you don't carry it on to the next section. And unless there's something that's going to happen where we get all of our units with the ability to build everything later down the road, I don't know. It's funny how he said he was making fun of Legacy of the Void, how like you have to pick like a Tal'Darim faction, a Purifier faction, a Nerazim faction, or an Ire faction in Legacy of the Void. He's like, I deploy everything at once when, you know, we can only play as one at a time. Either way, I like it. I like it. This kind of makes me think of a Silent Scream, actually. Just because a Silent Scream, you only have access to the Tal'Darim units, or mostly the Tal'Darim faction units, which is cool. And I believe Cybros X, who is actually Naru deck, but he goes by Cybros X now, so I'll call him Cybros X. He's making a Purifier-only faction mission, so I think that's great. I'd like to see more, maybe with the Zerg faction units. I mean, we see that in Annihilation, where each mission you can pick up, you know, different evolutions, and it's the same with Protoss. So I wish we saw more campaigns that utilize these different skins, and like for Terran, maybe more mercenary options or more options to get some of the research tech. That would be pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and grab a forge, and I assume this functions the same, right? I assume it functions the same. Let's see what we can make with them. Dark Archon, 2 mines are better than 1. Stalker watches you while you sleep. Havoc gives everyone tunnel vision. Rush the enemy. We also have to enable units don't be hasty. Ascendants, so many balls. And then Blood Hunters, meh. Stick around, meh. Okay. Well, interesting. I'm thinking we're going to try to get some Vanguards out here instead. Vanguards seem like a better option. What is this? Summon the Shadows of Red. Summons, oh, spawns temporary units. That seems like it would be okay. Let's get that just because it seems different. And what's this right here? Develop the forces of death and destruction. Everything's in caps. I love it. Oh, this is neat. So we're summoning a Void Rift. Let's see what we can do with that. Interesting how the red zones are the ones that get Centurions. I guess there's no Tal'Darim Zealot, so... Void Rifts may temporary minions doing your bidding. Use our might to destroy the filthy Zerg over there. Oh, so this only costs supply. That's pretty cool. I wonder if I just get a bunch of Void Rifts. I'm going to come down here. Just because it seems like we're going to need more supply than anything else. So how temporary is this realistically? I see. He has normal marine health too. I expected these to be less health. Well, that's certainly different. I mean, I want to get mostly just the normal units, but oh, hybrid behemoths, Skylords, Vanguards we're familiar with, Destroyers we're familiar with. So I'm not particularly thrilled with the like Blood Hunters, nah. Ascendants are cool, Havocs are cool, Dark Archons, sure. Just keep getting me some more probes, because last section we suffered from not getting enough money. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of our other buildings that we need, which is this. And whatever that sky thing is, I want one. Let's do this, and let's start enabling units. Let's go ahead and enable... Let's go ahead and enable that hybrid behemoth. I assume we build that from the robo facility. And then maybe up here we just build a butt ton of these void rifts and then use temporary units to push up into this Zerg base. Or actually, we probably want to build them like even closer. Either way, we have a lot of space down there to build, so we're fine. Okay, now we've got, I'd say, some pretty good income. Let's just keep getting pylons because we're going to need those. I kind of want to just do this all in one fell swoop, so that's why I'm just trying to build all my pylons in advance. This, I feel like, is wasted at this point because the temporary units that I spawn won't even make it to across the map. Yes, powerful melee attack and siphon essence can attack ground units. That's awesome that we can make that. All right, let's see if you can even make it across the map in time, Ultralisk. We have one Centurion, one lone Centurion. The Centurion model with the Tal'Darim colors actually is really cool looking. Yes, look at him go! It's possible that they take increased damage because they're summoned in. Yeah, I want to see what these Skylords do. Death lasers. Powerful single target attack. That's kind of sounds like Wrathwalkers if you ask me. Let's go ahead and enable those because they seem neat. Let's enable Havocs and Stalkers. I want to do all these things because they're cool, but I want to do the things that are specific to this campaign. Okay, so how much are these Void Rifts? Oh, those are expensive. I'll probably just go with standard units in that case. The Hive is probably right up here. We have tons and tons of gas. What costs a lot of gas? Obviously, Dark Archons. We need a lot of Havocs. Ascendants, actually. Probably want to enable Ascendants because those cost gas. More gas than not. Vanguards are I want all of these things. I want everything. And they said don't be hasty. I'm just going to enable everything. We have the money now, so let's just wait.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, and we really just need more production facilities, actually. So let's do this. Wonderful. And yeah, just for fun, I might go ahead and summon in a bunch of Void Rifts down here, hotkey them, and then just rally up a ton of temporary units to help us push into that base. That'll be pretty neat. We're running short on cash. The whole thing with these Void Rifts is they summon in temporary units that are free. And they're pretty powerful units. Spawn a Colossus Shadow. Again, it's not really clear to me. This unit is formed from the Void and is vulnerable to the celestial energies of the Xel'Naga. Okay. I was just wondering if they take extra damage or do less damage, maybe? It seems like they do normal damage. That's really good. Okay, well, for now, give me a Skylord. And give me... I'm going to get this hybrid behemoth. I assume we can get a few of those. Spread your legacy, a beast of carnage, not a Colossus. I love it. I love it. Just in case, maybe I'll get an observer, but the last group of Zerg didn't have any lurkers or anything. So, again, this is just a sandbox mission, which is exactly how I'm playing it as. I'm trying out all the neat things that we can do. So, give me a Havoc. Give me more Havocs, actually. And it's just cash at this point. So, yeah, really target lock is all we care about. Oh, they don't have the aura that lets us attack further. And they don't have a normal attack. What's happening here? I noticed in a Silent Scream, Havocs were like this too, so I wonder if in the editor they are just this way. This is what they are by default, and you need to... And you need to change them. Alright, Havoc, because I've deemed you somewhat worthless, I want to see what... I want to see what this does. Kind of seems like a Void Ray, if you ask me. Let's get 2 of those. Mostly just kind of got to save our money a little bit here. I'd like to get some Wrathwalkers, which are going to complement my Skylords. Yes! Consume DNA. Absorbs the unit target's life essence. So I assume maybe that's like a heal of some kind? That sounds great. It's probably that thing that pulls in like a bunch of weird little red dots and lines from the enemy. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. If you play Legacy of the Void, you know what I'm talking about. So again, sad that the Havocs don't have a normal attack. That's a little disappointing. Let's go ahead and get some Ascendants so that we can shoot some Psionic Orbs out. They have so little health. Mind Blast, Sacrifice. We're just going to let them sit around so we have enough money. Not enough money, but enough energy to cast that stuff. We've got another Skylord coming. Robo Facility. Let's grab a Destroyer just for funsies. And we're going to need Pylons. Of course, Pylons. It's always Pylons that ruin the fun. This is really fun. Of course, and Pylons are ruining it. What did I say? So we're basically long-distance mining at this point. Our income is just getting lower and lower. We got a Wrathwalker. The question is, can we attack and win with what we have? I could get another hybrid behemoth. It seems like each faction has like one like huge type of unit, and in this case, it's the hybrid behemoth. So we got to make sure we use these Psionic Orbs. That will just annihilate pretty much all Zerg in the path of us. Stalkers, of course, would be fine. Dark Archons, probably a really good choice, assuming they have mind control. We just mind. If you can mind control Ultralisks, Ultralisks are frenzied, so that means they might not be able to be. They might not be able to be mind controlled, but I'm not sure about that actually. Let's get another Wrathwalker. Didn't really use Wrathwalkers very much at all, really, in the Legacy of the Void campaign, but they're really cool looking. They're really neat looking, and I like their attack, and I like that. I think they can shoot while moving. As long as they start charging up when they're not moving, you can move them as they're charging. And then they can attack air, too. So they do a huge amount of damage, so that's really good. Maybe I should just build the Void Rifts. Maybe I should just do the Void Rifts. That's what I've been talking about. The units are free. We just need the supply. So I'm thinking we come on up here and we just build a bunch of pylons, because we need the supply to make it happen. And these are each, what, 300? If we can afford like 3 or 4 of them, and then we follow up with these groups of units, this smaller group of units, then we're in really good shape. And we have this group is way more powerful than it seems. I do want to point out. Blood Hunters would be okay. I already have some usable stuff. I got to be using Psionic Orb, so I really don't care to get another Spellcaster. Okay, so we can get 2 right now. There we go. We're going to hotkey these and just send units in as fast as possible, and it's just going to be about supply. In fact, I can probably get even another one. And just use those to run in, like we do like Ultralisks or something. Again, they're free. They're just completely free. Let's do it. So you guys got to rally up in this direction, up in this direction. And once those Ultralisks pop out, there they are, we go in. And then just start Psionic Orbing the crap out of everything. Seems pretty effective. Hybrid Behemoth, go ahead and suck some life out of something. Does that count as a life steal? I'm not sure. Let's run you away. Alright, you guys need to back up. The Ascendants need to back up. And then we need more, maybe Thors and Ultralisks. And just tons and tons of Marines, I'd say. Okay, and I'm just Psionic Orbing right now like crazy. And can we consume the... did that get it any health back? I really don't know. Let's just keep this thing back for now. We have some really hard-hitting units up here, so that's why I'm pretty sure we're fine. Let's get some more Destroyers. Apparently all of mine died. And then Vanguards to help us get through buildings. Never mind, we destroyed the Hive. Yes, very good. Now go away. Wow. It's a dick move right there. Quite interesting. So now we're heading into the Purifier faction. Oh, hey there. It's time to show you how the Electrotherapists do things. What the fuck is this? Here's the minerals. Make some probes. Time Warp. We know what that is. Guardian Barrier reduces damage taken in a large radius for a short period of time. Oh, that is a large area. Rain down death from the heavens. Was that too over the top? Again, I assume it's Purifier Beam. Where is it? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. That's okay. Let's just focus on building some probes here. Interesting how it's all functions. It's just very similar. We only have, yeah, we still have 6 geysers. So let's just make some probes and get this going here. I guess what we could do is leave it over here, and then when this all gets mined out, we just move our command disk over here. Or electro disk, whatever the fuck it is. Okay, so let's do this. And then let's build our buildings down here this time. Okay, and there's no like chrono or anything like this, so does damage to nearby enemies. Electrodisc must be very close to an enemy for it to have an effect. Okay, well, who knows? Again, all of our town halls have some sort of defensive opportunity, which is cool. What the hell? Were these baked into the game, or are these custom? Because these look awesome. I'm excited to see what all the Purifier buildings actually look like. Okay, so I'm assuming they have the same quirk where you have to, you know, do the forge and all that stuff. So let's throw this down. Oh, we're really, really close to the Zerg base. Just give me some extra probes. Just give me those probes. And I'm just warping in this warp gate to see what we can even build with it right now before we bother. But I assume we're going to get Sentinels. I read on the forums that Sentinel reconstruction was disabled because it's way too overpowered. So that's why we're, you know, they're just normal zealots from that perspective. But, you know, the point is everything is skinned as the Purifier race. Like, look at the probes, too. Oh, that's great. Again, were all these things in the editor and they just weren't used in the campaign? Because I don't think... I mean, for the pylons, you just color them orange, right? And they're the same for the most part. There's some little things on there, but I don't know if this was in the game or what. And then people, you know, it's utilized in this campaign. Because in the Legacy of the Void campaign, this stuff wasn't there. You were just always skinned as Ire Protoss, basically, except for the few units that you had. So we can get Instigators, blinks around more than those other guys. Can't revive anymore. Sorry. And then Energizers, which are incredibly, incredibly effective. And I plan on using those a lot, especially because we're going to have so much cash. So I'm probably going to research the Energizers first. And it says that they can attack ground and air units, so if they have an attack, then that is good news for us. If they have an actual attack, then we won't have to worry about them being like the Havocs that had no attack at all. Anyway, let's just move this over, and I'm going to do what I was talking about, which is just mine this area out, and then we'll move our guy over here instead. Oh my god, I love the skin of these Purifier Protoss. It's so cool. I mean, the Tal'Darim had their own baked-in buildings, so I guess the Purifiers must have as well. I guess the Nerazim don't. Or did they? I'm trying to think back to, go and kill the Zerg when you feel like it, my man. They have shield batteries, and then obviously the Robo Facility. Let's go ahead and grab this. Use Electrotherapists to destroy the Zerg Hive. Okay. That's about what I expected. Let's go ahead and get a few, like 4 warp gates, and we're pretty much primarily going to be building, oh shit. We're pretty much going to be building exclusively Energizers from them. So one over here. That's fine. Yeah, there is some room up there to build. I guess I could do that. So I'm trying to think. It was probably the last mission and the penultimate mission from Legacy of the Void when you had your allies, your uncontrollable allies, come in, which was the Purifiers, the Nerazim, and the Tal'Darim, and they all have their own skin stuff. And I don't think the Nerazim had their own thing. Sure, we'll do that. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, so we can make sanitizers. We've seen those. The Immortal Gladiators are awesome. Shock drones, Colossi. Wow, Tempests, Mirage. Well, Sanitizer is like a must-have, right? So we're going to focus on that. I'm going to go ahead and get more pylons, because pylons will always be the thing that ruins our fun. I just want to like have fun with all these new units, but no, we have to have pylons. Okay, and just give me as much cash as you can. Electro disc. So much gas. I was going to say 6 gas is overkill. It's funny. Let's see. So now we have everything we can make here. Energizers are 50, 100, so we can get a butt ton of those. Shock drones I'm unfamiliar with. Disruptors are fun, but require some handy micro, which against AI I feel like isn't really that worth it, and we know what disruptors are. Immortal Gladiators. Well, let's get Shock drones and Immortal Gladiators. These are probably all from the Robo Facility. I can assume the Tempests and Mirages are from Stargates, and I can't say I'm particularly interested in them right now, unless they have some sort of different ability that I don't know about. Okay, so The electrotherapists, I'm not sure what their quirk is. Like, electricity and them stuttering, I suppose, in some fashion. I forget what the other faction was, the White Protoss that were basically on... Oh, the Snowblowers that were basically on cocaine. I don't know if that's been sort of baked into this, into the electrotherapist now that we don't see the Snowblowers anymore. I don't know. It's just goofy and funny, and I like it a lot. So, let's go ahead and get 2 robo facilities. I suppose we probably want Colossi too, huh? So my favorite faction so far has been the Electrotherapist, just because I like their unit types. You know, I'm obviously a big fan of Colossi. I like that it's very interesting that you have to research these units before making them. So rather than having to, like, get a fleet beacon, instead you just pay the money and then you can build that type of unit. It's certainly different. All right, let's start getting some Energizers. Those should be effective with all of our other units as well. They do have an attack properly and then phasing mode. Again, I really find Energizers just objectively the best sentry option. They're just so good. Shield healing is good, don't get me wrong. The unit range upgrade is good, but we don't have that here. We only had the attack increase, so it's different. I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 more sentries, and then, oh my god, look at these. Oh, that's so cool looking. I want that sanitizer. Not a janitor. There's a difference, man. Build... Oh, and that builds the shock and repair drones. I can also build shock drones separately. Shooty Shocky. True power. Woo! Wait, this isn't electricity. Fire and forget, sorta. Not really. Oh, this is great. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our sanitizer. We might want to get 2 of those. So what we learned last time, those hybrid behemoths were really good, but you don't just build one. It's not like the boom rocker where you build one and then you're set. You know, you have to build multiples of these more powerful units. Granted, these are certainly cheaper than the boom rocker ever was. The boom rocker was what, 1,500, 1,000, around there, possibly more. Okay. Oh, I just realized. What the? I just realized these pylons have an attack. They're called overcharged pylons, and it says, see, they have an attack now. Are you happy? It's a pylon that can attack. Are you happy now? And then all of these things have their own goofy little tooltips. Restore shields to our guys. Develop our guys. Warps in our guys. Robo and flying guys. Son of a bitch. Assimilation successful, I guess. There's our sanitizer. There's the repair drones. It said it builds shock drones, too. I'm not sure about that. Let's go ahead and get 2 Colossi, and then we're going to get 2 Immortal Gladiators, and then use them to just smash through everything. We can get some Instigators to hang out in the back, or just Zealots. Okay, so Sentinels... I guess they have charge. I mean, Centurions have charge, too. Sentinels, they're 150. They don't have... They can't revive themselves either, so I don't think those are worth getting. You know what? I'm going to get 1... I'll just get 2, just because I'm curious to see if they're... stats are any better than normal Zealots, and I don't think they are. Yeah. Oh, well. Alright. That's fine. Well, we're not going to be building any more of those, but we'll have them run in there with the Immortal Gladiators once we get them. Let's go ahead and queue one of those up. Interested to see what shock drones do. We'll get some of those, too. High health and damage. Charges enemies can attack ground units. Alright. Well, let's just focus on that, and if these are the Purifier Colossi, which I assume they are, they're going to burn the ground and just do a butt-ton of extra damage, so... These factions are crazy. Alright, no, they don't have the, Well, it's called Incendiary Lance, so I suppose it probably does light the ground on fire. Okay, well, let's get some more of these. And if I need anti-air, I think I just get more Energizers. I mean, Instigators are okay, but they're... I don't know. They're not any better than normal... They're not any better than normal stalkers, in my opinion. I'm not going to be, like, blinking around a bunch of times to try to save their lives, because I'm lazy. And let's go ahead and move this guy over here, just, like, right on top of them. We're going to mine our way through all of this, and then we'll move them over to the other side, too. Because I think we have enough probes now. Yes! They don't have Whirlwind, but they're still real good. I guess we'll get some shock drones. We're really focusing on our robo units here. I'll probably get some Instigators just so that we have them, and we can, you know, once they're chronoed, they'll still be pretty worthwhile. Let's do it. And as you can imagine, the, that's pretty cool. Blink, blink, blink. Ah, that's really cool. And when they blink, they have like a little graphic where they like... It's like that little shocking graphic. It's really, really neat. Okay, we've got our sanitizer. I could get another sanitizer. Did I build those shock drones? Where did they go? Shock drones. Shock drones, please. There they is. And that's pretty good. They have low health. I don't know if that's really... That's pretty good. Let's get one more sanitizer, but we need more pylons, which are more expensive than normal. All right, we're going to move the electro disc over here now. I'd say it's about time. There we go. This probably would be pretty good. Let's see how this goes. Yes, Immortal Gladiators, get in there. Okay, we do need observers. Let's back out here for a second. We need like one observer because there's like a random lurker over there. That's fine. Not a big deal. Getting another sanitizer, I don't see why not. We can repair everything because of these repair drones. That's awesome. Get some more instigators. I would say why not, and I'll tell you why not because there's no point. So we'll have 2 more for now. And what else to get? I guess Tempests. I guess let's get a Stargate. We're gonna finish this before the Stargate even finishes, I think. We just needed that observer. Tempests. And let's go. No. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Sorry, I didn't realize there was a spore colony there. Did we lose our other... No, both of our Immortal Gladiators are still there. I'm like, if we lost that, I'm going to be really upset. Let's do that. Let's just queue up a bunch of these shock drones because they seem neat. They're going to be like our... I think the shock drones are going to be our bread and butter. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Observer. Get in there, buddy. We need to increase their sight range or something like that. Holy shit. This faction is absurd. Just because it can repair itself and the chrono beam just makes it so incredibly good. Alright, Immortal Gladiators, be careful. I like the charge of the Immortal Gladiators. It's like, it just seems so powerful. Okay. So yeah, I'll say again, I would say this is probably my favorite faction so far. Did we lose my observer? I feel like I did. How do I keep losing these observers? Just make 2 of them. And then more shock troopers. Alright, just hang out, just hang out. We need an observer. We don't have one in here, do we? If we do, I can't see it. No, I don't think so. We do have 2 sanitizers now. This is really, really good. It says that it says that these things build shock drones, but I haven't seen any. I think all the shock drones I have are ones that I've built. No, I don't think I built this many shock drones. I guess they do. I guess they do make shock drones. That's great. Anyway, the hive is probably right down this ramp, so we're in really, really good shape. Now we have our stupid observers. Okay, and more pylons. Well, we have a larger army and more powerful army than any other group that we've had under Jerkase, so... Though I think, you know, the Armada units can be really, really powerful too if you build them up correctly. It's just we didn't have that good of an opportunity to build them up. All right, repair my Immortal Guardian. What are you doing? Get them, shock drones. I like that attack that they have. It's real goofy. So the Immortal Guardians are just gonna run in and die frequently. That's just kind of their shtick. Okay, and there's the hive. So, yeah, we definitely have enough here. Look at this Immortal Guardian just one-on-oneing this Ultralisk. Oh, I love it. Obviously, okay, so yeah, if you weren't aware, based on the Phoenix model of things, my Sentry should be able to kill these, a few Instigators too, lots and lots of Mutalisks, which is funny because we don't have the best anti-air. I think our shock drones are dead. These lurkers are just killing the shit out of me. I'll turn you over to Jerkase now. Thanks, Electro Man. Now use the full might of my Armada and destroy the enemy base. I'll be waiting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Make some probes. Make some probes and make some probes. Holy shit. Okay. So, we're going to build a bunch of probes and then we're going to move them around. So... crazy. So let's just focus on building our units right now. I love these big cannons, are real cool looking. So Use the Combined Armada to destroy the enemy bases. So what do we want to do? We probably want to do Behemoths. Obviously, like for Purifiers, we probably want Colossi. We want the Sentries, whatever they're called, the Energizers. For some reason, that was not really clicking for me. And then I think for the Enforcers, I have to rebuild all this stuff to remember what we even want. Okay, Pylon. Can we power the different things with different pylons? Or I assume they're all separate. I assume they're all still technically separate. So let's... Maybe they share supply. I'm not sure. I'm going to cancel all these and then move my raid ship all the way over here so that we can spread out our mining capacity here. Right, that's good. You're going to be here. You're going to be here. All right, great. Oh, they can return to each other, too. That's great. That's good news. You keep making pylons. Not pylons. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think it didn't seem like any of these groups got, like, improved Vespene harvesting or anything like that, so I'm not going to bother. Just going to make them all this faction, and we should be fine. And the music in the background is just so upbeat and happy, even though we're playing as Jerkface. Okay, so just give me as many probes as possible at this point. They're all mining over here. I want you to spread these out. Come on. Okay, and then why don't you check back here just to see if there's any other geysers, and then we're going to get mining. So you make a pylon here. And then you make a pylon here, and then we'll see if we can build every type of faction under the same thing. Okay, see, it's still rallied, like, way over there when I thought I had them rallied in a different place. We're gonna need lots and lots more pylons, I think. Okay, but it seems like our pylons are shared. I'm just gonna get the normal pylons, the Jerkface pylons, just because these ones, the Purifier ones, they cost extra money because they're already overcharged, which is certainly interesting. Actually, I wonder if we're going to be getting attacked here. I'm not sure. Probe, why don't you come on over here and scout? Okay, so gateway. Oh, we can build in any power field. So real quick, warp and warp gate. So do this, and then get the forge, get 2 warp gates, come back to mining, and... Huh, it must all be shared. It must all be under the same warp gate. I'm not sure. We're not going to know until later. Very interesting, though. I guess we're just going to need a lot more gateways then. Let's just get 2 more here. Let's get 3 more here. There we go. There's got to be a ramp out of here. It's got to be right down here, right? Use the Combined Armada to destroy the enemy base. So I have a feeling I know how I want to do this. We have tons and tons of cash now. There's a whole nother base down here. So what I'm going to do is move... I'm going to move this guy slightly down here, and I'm going to move the raid ship all the way over here and take this base. Let's go ahead and grab this assimilator. Adept, Sentry, Supreme Templar... I'm thinking it is separate. I'm thinking it's definitely separated. We have to build one of each in order for this to work. Okay, so yeah, there's our Purifier gateways. Yeah, okay. It is separate. That's fine, though. I think that's absolutely fine. Come on over here, build this, and then mine. You mine as well. So we've got our 3 forges coming up. We need Tal'Darim, or rather Red Zone gateways. Like that. Now, I'm grateful that we can use the same pylons for everything, but this is certainly different. Like, very, very unique and different than what I expected. And then let's do 2 more gateways here. Oh, you know what? It transferred all of my my stuff. Oh, that's so good. So I upgraded everything before this, and now we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's get all of our cyber cores here as well. That's next. Trying to find the right probes to build the right factions of cyber cores. Okay, why don't you come over here? Build. Still can't build that cyber core. This is crazy. This is just absolutely crazy and different and unique. All right, so this is upgrading everything. So we still need a red zone cyber core. There we go. Throw that down. Okay, and then we can tab through our warp gates, basically. So let's get those, and let's get Vindicators. Not enough. Oh, because I only have 2? No, I've got enough. Oh, they just finished building. Vindicators, and then let's get... Probably the Centurions are the ones that we want. Yeah, for Zealots. So this is going to be our gateway combination here. So we've got all of our cyber cores coming up. Just research everything. Just research everything. Okay, so let's build some more pylons back here. And then robo facilities. The ability to use all of this stuff is overwhelming and incredibly awesome. So we want to probably make our robo facilities up at the front. Let's go ahead and keep doing our thing here. Do we have anything other than... I guess the Supreme Templar I've never really tried. More of these Zealots, and then Energizers. And again, that's going to be our bread and butter combination. The Vindicators can attack air, so that's why I'm going with them over Stalkers. We might get some Stalkers too, I'm not really sure. Haven't decided yet. But this is our, our normal force. Let's go ahead and start building we're going to build 2 robo facilities of red zones and 2 robo facilities for the electrotherapists. So let's do those 2 and then those 2. That's going to be different. Let's try these. I don't know what these do, but let's get a few of them. Supreme Templar. Phase shift. Causes the targeted unit to phase up for 10 seconds. They're immune to all damage and effects. So it's kind of like stasis, but it's only 10 seconds. What is going on with these models? Interesting. Okay, well, I like their portrait, but now I have to make sure I use Storm properly. Just going to keep getting Vindicators, I think. And... Blood Hunters, no. I'm going to save my gas. I need more gas. I don't have enough of it right now. We could probably take what we have and go check things out. Okay, so now we can get the Behemoths. I'm going to get 2 Vanguards to help me burst down enemy units. Just want to get a little bit of everything, because this is just crazy cool. Okay, now we've got our robo facility guys here. So I'm thinking we get a Sanitizer. Or we either get 2 Colossi... I'm gonna get 2 Colossi first. Then I'll make sure I'll get a Sanitizer. We need some frontline units. So we're making these Centurions, and then if we make Immortal Gladiators along with Hybrid Behemoths, that's gonna be that hot stuff right there. What I really want, not really want, but I do want to make a Stargate and get some Tempest. That's kind of the only thing in the air that I particularly want. Actually, no, I take that back. I probably want those Tal'Darim carrier things. I understand I'm calling these factions the wrong thing, right? But know what I mean, not what I say. Okay, so my gateway tech is pretty much done with where I want it right now, so... I'm going to get 2 regular Colossi, or Purifier Colossi, rather, and then 2 Red Zone Colossi. And then we need that Sanitizer. So now we're back to needing more gas than anything else. We are getting it at a reasonable rate. Let's get Centurions. Let's get a few of all the Zealots. But primarily the Centurions. Once these Wrathwalkers are done, I think I'm going to take what I have and go try this out. And then as we wait for our gas, we should be able to have enough stuff. Anti-air is where we're going to struggle. Actually, no, we have Vindicators. There's more gas up here that I need to come and take. We're just going to mine out all of this. Okay, and then throw down some pylons. More pylons. We want to get up to 200. Wrathwalkers, I'm waiting on you. There we go. I would love to get Immortal Gladiators and Hybrid Behemoths up in the front just to tank everything, but I think with what we have, we'll be able to deal some damage. Oh yeah, time to kill some jerk-faced goons, baby. Oh my god, it's Marauders! Would someone like to explain why even the holograms insult me? Electroman did it. You said you wanted them to be as accurate as possible. No electrotherapy for you for a week. Holy shit, this is awesome. Aw, dude, don't be a jerk face. Oh, he's not gonna like that you said that. What is happening with the... What was happening with the subtitles there? So we're back to Jerkface just being a crazy psychopathic person. It doesn't seem like they're rebuilding anything, so let's just get out of here for now. Let's just get out of here for now. No need to rush this. Let's just back up a little bit. This is our opportunity to get 2 of these carrier things that are really good. We've still got our Colossi, so I don't have to rebuild those. Are my Vanguards? I still have a Vanguard alive. Okay, so we want these and Vindicators. Vindicators. Alright, so do we do the Behemoths? I think we need Sanitizers right now. 1 or 2 Sanitizers, because they can repair all of our robotic units. All of them. All of them. And we need more units that can just run and take a lot of damage. So, like, well, the Zealots actually did pretty good. We had a lot of Zealots. We're just going to need more of them. So, for now, we'll do this. The issue is needing more gas, and we need to push through part of Marauders HQ in order to get up here. This has been a very long mission. I'm not going to split it just because it's interesting, and I just don't feel like splitting it, so I'm not going to split it. Okay, so that guy's coming up. Let's get an Immortal Gladiator and a Hybrid Behemoth, and then just keep getting more and more Zealots. And those melee units should do what we need them to do. Tempests alternatively kill dudes from way over there. We might want to get a few Tempests for, like, the back, you know. Marauders are going to struggle with the anti-air long-range stuff. Short on cash. Actually, that's pretty much all of our money. We could bring our town halls with us. Okay, we have to win with what we have. I'm going to quick save just in case we can't. But we have to because we don't have any money, so we're going to have to move... our town halls up there. I probably went overboard with Zealots. That's, you know, not a huge waste, but a semi-waste of money. The big thing here, again, keep in mind, is that these enemies don't rebuild their stuff. So, it's not a big deal. It looks like these guys are all buffed by a club. I see, like, little things on there that make it appear like they're buffed still. Yeah, my Zealots are just dying like crazy. Okay, let's back you up, friend. Kill those Spaztastics. Yeah, oh yeah, we're in real good shape. Sorry, Marauders, but you cannot stand up to my might. Maybe you can, actually. Oh, it's the oh god, oh, it's the Boom Rocker. Oh, it's the Boom Rocker. Run, friends. Everybody run. Here's what we need to do. Probe, you need to come up here and take this gas. What's happening with these? Oh, it's the Banelings that are following us, I think, from, I think it's the Banelings that are following us from one of the Punk Blasters. That's what they're called. This is crazy. Let's just grab all these probes and have them come on up here. Slowly but surely, my raid ship will get up there so we can mine up here. And we need the money before we can continue here. Melee stuff just gets killed so fast. So terribly fast. Okay, my repair drones aren't working on my Skylords, unfortunately. We're not losing any of this stuff. Probably another Behemoth. Well, we don't have the money. We don't have really the money to do anything. We can get 2 more Immortal Gladiators. I'm going to do that. That's all of my minerals. Okay, now we're mining. Oh, yes. Give me that cash. I don't know how much money is going to be here, but it looks like it'll be a decent amount. And we just got to keep blasting our way through all of these bases, which is time-consuming, but interesting. Maybe I will split this. This has been incredibly long. Nah. Nah, I wasn't prepared to split it, so I'm not going to split it. I'm going to get another Beast of Carnage. Vanguards are very, very good to get rid of buildings, so we're going to make 2 of those. And we're going to move across and up here just to kind of hang out here while we wait. We just got to, you know, defend our base. And so these Marauders aren't real, if I understand correctly. These Marauders are just, they're fake Marauders, which is, that's fine. Tempests. Now we can make those Tempests, so let's rally them on up. They'll help us. They'll give us some better sight range, too. Probably another Sanitizer would be nice. So what was the big Ire... Not Ire, but Armada unit? I don't remember. We're going to have to build... Oh, what was it? Was it an air unit? It was whatever the Ire big fatty unit was. Let's go ahead and throw down a robotics facility. Oh, it was the big, what were they? You know what I'm talking about. It was the real big thing, though. Now we have gas, so we can get more Havocs. Let's go ahead and make some pylons up here. We can make the ones that attack and draw units back into them if we're in trouble. Mining us up pretty quick, but we're doing what we need to do. Hybrid Behemoth is good. Okay, rally on up to the Purifier.
The hour is upon us.
Okay, what do I want to make? What do I want to make? Maybe anti-air is my biggest issue. So we would need Vindicators for that, right? I mean, Wrathwalkers can attack air. Tempests can attack air. Marauders don't have any air units, do they? No, they don't. So we're fine. Let's get another Sanitizer. Let's get another Colossus. Let's keep getting... Oh, I could mind control stuff too. That's probably that. Well, they don't have enough energy to do that right now, but we'll check that out later. We'll review our options with that in the future. Let's go ahead and take what we have and keep pushing through this area. Now we have a huge beefy ground force. So our melee stuff will be able to survive this. Let's focus this Boomrocker down. Get in there. Boomrocker's gone. Got to get rid of that club, too. So we just have to destroy the enemy base. I wonder if we just destroy the mobile battle station, we'll be in good shape. And we're on track to do that. And again, now that we have these hybrid behemoths, our melee game is much much better. That's why this worked out, I think, a little better. I have enough idiots to deal with around here. Get out of my sight. Oh yeah, those electro heads are so stupid. That includes you too. Man, you really are a jerk. Do you all have a death wish? Well, overall a great mission. It was very long, right? But that's okay. I had a great time playing it. It was, again, a sandbox mission. It wasn't meant to be incredibly hard. That last section was pretty tough just because we were short on money near the end there. But the idea was take the strongest pieces from all these goofy factions and put them together, and what do you get? A really, really powerful, awesome faction to play around with. This has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.